Why didn't the eagles fly Frodo to Mordor? The real answer. Everyone asks the same question. Why didn't the eagles just fly Frodo to Mordor? It sounds simple. Take the ring. Fly to Mount Doom. Drop it into the fire. The end. No long journey. No battles. No suffering. So did Tolkien make a mistake? Actually, no. And the real answer changes how you see the entire story. Before we begin, subscribe for more Lord of the Rings lore and Middle-earth mysteries. At first glance, the eagles seem like the perfect solution. They're powerful. They can fly across vast distances. And we've seen them rescue Gandalf and save Frodo and Sam. So why not use them from the beginning? The first reason is simple. Mordor was not unguarded. Sauron knew the skies were a threat. The Nazgûl rode flying beasts and constantly patrolled his realm. A group of giant eagles flying directly toward Mount Doom would immediately attract attention. The mission depended on secrecy, not speed. The Fellowship wasn't trying to overpower Sauron. They were trying to avoid being noticed at all. And giant eagles are impossible to hide. But there's an even bigger reason. Many fans think the eagles were servants waiting to follow orders. They weren't. The great eagles were intelligent beings with their own will. They were not a transportation service. In Tolkien's writings, the eagles often act as messengers, scouts, or rescuers. They intervene at critical moments. But they are not expected to solve the problems of elves, dwarves, and men. The quest to destroy the ring was a responsibility that belonged to the peoples of Middle-earth. Not the eagles. There's also the ring itself. The closer anyone came to Mordor, the stronger the ring's influence became. Even Gandalf refused to carry it. Even Galadriel rejected it. Imagine an eagle carrying the most corrupting object in Middle-earth directly toward the heart of Sauron's power. The risks would be enormous. No one truly knew what the ring might do. And nobody was willing to gamble the fate of the world on a shortcut. But Tolkien's most important reason wasn't military. It was thematic. The Lord of the Rings was never a story about power solving problems. It's a story about courage, humility, and ordinary people carrying impossible burdens. The fate of Middle-earth wasn't decided by the strongest warriors. It wasn't decided by powerful kings. And it wasn't decided by the eagles. It was decided by a small hobbit who kept going when every reason to continue had disappeared. In the end, the eagles were never meant to carry the ring. They arrived when their help was needed most. But the journey itself belonged to Frodo and Sam. Because Tolkien believed that even the smallest person can change the course of the future. And that's why the eagles didn't fly the ring to Mordor. Not because Tolkien forgot. But because that was never the story he wanted to tell. So what do you think? Would the eagles have succeeded? Or would Sauron have stopped them long before they reached Mount Doom? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe for more Lord of the Rings lore and Middle-earth mysteries.